So, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. In previous class, we have seen the computation of mean, median, mode using arrays. Yes or no? Sorting algorithm we have finished now. Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us start with searching algorithm. Okay. So searching an array, there are different techniques by which you can search. It depends on what kind of search you want to prefer and how many elements are there. So searching of array, there is two common method, linear search and binary search. Search an array for a key value. Key value is the desired thing, like you are searching for particular thing in Google. Linear search is very simple. Compared each element of array with key value, useful for very small and unsorted array. When sorted array is there, then we are using some different technique. But if unsorted array and it is very small, means say 100 component or 1000 components, then we can use this. Okay. So this is the example of linear search. Okay. So there is a function constant integer, integer, integer. What are the things? First thing is this is the array, okay, and second thing is key, and third thing is the size. So now it is clear. Fine. So initially we start with main program. The size is given 100. You can enter 100 elements, up to 100 elements. Okay. So you are going to enter the all 100 elements, integer a, size. This is of array of 100 size. Okay. This array looks like so. This is array A 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and so on. Then X is also there. So here X is created. Then search key is created. This is our search key variable. Okay, and this is our element variable. Fine. All are integer, all are of integer type. X is here, X is used for loop. X is equals to 0, X is less than or equals to size minus 1 and X plus plus. So here by default what happened? We have not entered any element. Okay, we have just we have just put the element inside that array. So how this value will be actually. So here we are taking input from program only, program automatically. Fine. So this array is used for from 0 to 99. So this will run. So for this particular value, the array is stored like this. 2 into x. So what is the current value of x? 0. So 0 into 2 is 0. 1 into 2 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. 3 into 2 is 6. 4 into 2 is 8. 5 into 2 is 10. 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20, 22, and 1, 98. Fine. So this is stored. Why this is stored? Because to enter 100 number is very difficult task. Okay. Uh, in practical scenario. Otherwise, you need to enter each and everything. Like in supermarket, you need to enter the price of item and name of item, okay, and its barcode, etc. You are entering. Fine. So instead of writing this, you can also write. You can also write printf enter 100 elements. Okay. Then we will start for loop. I integer I equals to 0. I is less than 100, and then I plus plus, and then scanf %d address of AI. So this technique will take means 100 times you need to enter. So by default, what happen? The computer does it for you using this for loop. Now enter integer search key, means whatever value you want to search. Suppose I had entered 45. So are you able to get 45? In this particular array? Anyone? If you are listening to me, then please respond me. Otherwise, I will mark absent for mass.
Sir, x equals to 45 है.
Yes. So whether x equals to 45 will be here or not in this array?
Yes sir, होगा सर.
क्यों होगा?
ये 0 to 99 जा रही है तो बीच में 45 भी आएगा.
हम सिर्फ की को सर्च कर रहे हैं. की मीन्स एलिमेंट. ये एलिमेंट्स है 0 2 4 6 8.
सर 45 नहीं होगा सर, ये इवन जा रहे हैं बस.
सिर्फ इवन नंबर्स ही आएंगे, है ना. लेकिन ठीक है, ये तो हमने रैंडमली एंटर करवाया. दैट इज द थिंग. ओके, दिस इज एंटर्ड टू रिड्यूस human effort of data entry, or you can do manually like this. Fine. Now here I had entered suppose 46. Now 46 is entered. Scanf. So this search key will hold 46. Fine. Now element equals to linear search. Element equals to linear search, whether it is found or not. Okay. And this will be A is the original array. This is your search key 46 and size of array is 100. Okay. And this is original array. Now, because this function is called, so we will move to this function. Here we have passed array A. Okay. And the key is 46 and the size is 100. Now integer n is used for loop. Now for loop will start. So for loop will start from which place? 0. N is less than or equals to size. So this will run up to 1, 2, 3 randomly. 23 and up to 100 it should run. Okay, up to 100 it should run. Let us see up to which place it will be running. So n is less than or equals to size minus 1 means not 100. Size minus 1 is 99. So it will be running up to 99. And what it is going to check? If array n equals to key. So array 0. Array 0. It is pointed to A0. A0 equals to how much? It is 0. Then come to next step. So A1 will be 1. Okay, so this is not equals to 46. This is not equals to 46. A2 is also 4 is not equals to 46. A3 is equals to 6 is not equals to 46. A23 equals to 46 and it is equals to 46. Okay, so this we have searched. So this will run up to 100 times. Okay, because there may be chances of having 46 in some other locations too. Now it will return the value of n. What is the value of n? So for this particular purpose, the value of n is 23. Okay, now it will run to 23 and let us see what will happen, and then it will return to this particular place 23. Otherwise it will return -1 if element is not found, and then this will move to this step is done. This will move to this particular step. So 46 is not equals to -1 element, whatever element. So this is actually 23. 23 is the value of n because we are returning which value? N. So 23 is the value of element. Now it will print found value in element %d. Okay. So %d is element. So now it will be 23. And then if it is not found, then it will print value not found. Okay. So any doubt in this program? No doubt. So let me run this program first for you. So I think you are also interested in debugging of this program. Just see and try to understand the program. If your program is not able, you are not able to understand the program, then you can ask the question. So we are going to create one project, console as application, and the name of project is linear search. Okay, what's its name? Linear search. Okay. Now we will create the debugging information also, and inside that source main.c file is available. So just I'm going to paste it here. And then I'm going to run. It is asking like 46 I had given, the answer is 23. Okay, so let us see the steps one by one. So this is our debugging window, and oh yes, one more important thing. We need to create checkpoint here and one checkpoint here, and this is another checkpoint. Okay, so let us now run this program, and initially you can see that this 100 size array is having so many garbage values. Okay, because we have not run any step, and it is going to run or perform this step very soon. Fine. Okay, this is. So let us now try to run step by step. So this is one step. Now where it is nowhere. Any question it is asking for? Enter integer. So let me write 12. 12 is very easily accessible, and then I press enter. So here you can see that this for loop has performed, and this for loop has stored several values from this 0 to 99. Okay, so many values are there, and 12 is found at location number 6. So I am closing this, and the value of x is, where is the x? X is performed, the whole loop is performed. So x, the current value of x is 100, and search key is 12, whatever I had entered, and element is 16, and this element is garbage actually. Now here element is lying, but this is garbage value. Now come to next line. Then it is going to this loop, and initially the value of n is also a garbage value. Okay, and then it is performing the first step. After performing the first step, now n equals to 0, and now it is searching for the value of array n. Okay, now you can see that this array is a reference. Okay, so here this array is a reference, and this is very important thing where it is going to modify all these things. So you can see that I had already told you this array is an alias, and this is pointing to, this particular array is pointing to our A. Okay, whatever written in A. So watch is inside that watch, because we are running inside this function. So it is not showing that, but it will modify in that particular place. Once again, it is moved to this place. Now n equals to 1, n equals to 2, n equals to 3, n equals to 4, n equals to 5, and n equals to 6. And then because the key is available, so it is returning that value, and finally the function will exit, and the function, this array is having whatever location is there, and then it will print. So let me show you one important thing in this function. What I need to put here, I need to put here printf a. Okay, what is the value of a? Printf %p and just I am putting a. Okay, now let us compile this program once. So let me close this first, stop this debugging, and let us run once again. Okay, so this will build and run. So here, okay, semicolon is not given. Now you can see 12. I had entered 12. Then array A is found at this, found at this. Okay, so this is given the location number. Fine. So let me put one more slash n here so that you'll be able to understand what I want to say you. So again 12 is printed, and then this is the location where array A is found. Okay. So and one more thing, here I need to point this array. Okay. Printf, the same thing I am writing here. Where is printf? This is our printf. So this will be our printf. And instead of writing array, I am writing array. This array variable is founded array. Now, if we run this program, then I had written 12 once again. Why 12? Because so now you can see that anyone has observed this thing. Yes. Just try to understand this particular statement. Okay. This is very important thing. Whatever array is passed here, it is just actually it is not this just gives us that this will passing the array, but it is actually using the same array. In previous class I had also told you, so the modification will be done at the same array. Got it or not?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to all of you that this array and this A both are the same thing? Okay. So that's why array will be modified at particular position. Whatever position you want to modify that array in one program, like in this previous program we have seen, just I think this is the program. Yes. Here in this particular program, you can see that we have entered one array, original array. Okay. And then we will modify the array using modify array function. So in this modify array, we have passed A. A is the original array, and we have performed this operation. Bj equals to multiplied by 2. Okay. So it will automatically modify its value to 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So what we have access here, what we have access here, we have not access here anything. We have access here the value of modified arrays are, and we have printed A instead of this B. Okay, so this B is nothing but it is A. It is actually pointing to A. Fine. So that I want to show you, whenever you are passing any array to any function, it will automatically modify that main array. Okay. So this is very important concept actually. I don't know how many of you understand clearly, but it is very important concept. Okay. So now come to this program once again. And because you have already seen, so there is no need to run this program further for debugging. Now come to next program. This is also very important program. And this program is for binary search. And this program will stuck till end of your BTech course. Okay. This program is based on binary searching algorithm, and it is written for sorted array. Fine. So this is our program, and it is not visible, I think. Why? Because I need to put it in one column first and then create this for 3 column. Or let me reduce the size also. So this program is now available in, once again, up to this place, I think it is sufficient. Oh, fine. So now this program is available in front of you. It looks a very big program, but there are several elements and it follows the modular approach. And this is our main program actually written in binary search. And there is one more program which prints the header. And actually this is used for printing the header information, what kind of header we want, subscripts and superscripts and superscripts and so on. And enter any number between 0 and 28. Okay, because there are a very smaller amount of, so print error, print header, print row, these are the functions, and our main target is to find the element. Okay, so sort array is not given here, and yes. So if you see at this program, this is by default, this is sorted by default, sorted. Okay, if you are entering the values manually, then you need to use sorting function. Otherwise sorting function is not required. And then print header, I'm not interested in print header function. I am simply interested in this function. So we have an array of size 0 to 28. Okay, so let me print each element in detail. So this is our array. And what values inserted here, just see. It is written using this for loop and automatically it will enter values. Okay, so 2 into I. So what is the current value of I? It depends 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I am directly writing the values from 24, 25, 26, 27. Oh, up to 14 it is written. Fine. Size is 15. Okay, so it is written here. So let me write up to 14, not more than that. So this size is given. We have not taken 100. Okay, so this loop will run to store this value for 0 to 14 times. So for 0, it will write 0. For 1, 2 will be stored and the name of array is A. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and one more, 14. Fine. So that's why it has asked the key and we have entered the key. So this is key 0, size -1. What are the values we have passed? Okay. So now here integer search key, integer low and integer high. So all the values we have passed. So in binary search program, let me write this program as BS. Inside that, B is passed, then key is passed, then low is passed, and high is passed. So what we have searched here, B is the array, Actually, main array is A, and what we have entered here, main array, then key, then 0 is our low value, and size -1 is the high value. This is what? This is not element. Okay, this is the element which starts from 0 to 14. Fine. So actually, this will become binary search. And suppose I want to search the element as 16. Okay, I want to search the element as 16 is not okay. I think, okay, let us see 16 is 16 we are going to search. Okay, so let me write array A, then 16 I want to search, and then 0 and size -1 is 14. Okay, now in this particular thing, we have given middle, and while low is less than or equals to high. Okay, so let us start. What is the value of low? What is the value of low? Low is 0. 0 is less than or equals to high. 0 is less than or equals to 14. So middle will be low plus high divided by 2, which will give you 7. Okay, now you are going to search this value. If search key is what? Search key is your which search key? 16. Okay, so let us see search key in this particular step. Search key 16 equals to B, because we are running inside that, so we are not writing A. P of 7. This is our middle. So B of 7. What is the value of 7? It is 14. Okay. It is 14. Now, because it is not written, both the values are not same. It is not equals to. Now it will go to else if. Else if is search key equal less than P of middle. Okay, 16 is less than 14. No, once again, no. So now it will not doing anything. Now it will go to else loop. So else low equals to middle plus 1. So what is the value of middle now? 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. Now it will start, it will go to the same, because still what is given here, low is less than or equals to high. Okay, so low, this is our low, 8 is again less than or equals to high. So now what it will go, it will search key is our 16, and 16 is equals to B of 8 or not. Yes, it is that value. So now it will run the program in that way. So this is known as binary search because it is moving in binary fashion. Okay, so let me explain this concept once again. I think you have idea about how to run binary search, but I am not interested to what exactly going inside this binary search. I want to show you. So this is our binary search, okay, and all the elements are stored there. Fine. Any doubt till now? Fine. So there are elements which we have written here, and now what we need to do. This binary search will call for any element, say 24, okay, and we have stored the element in this order. This is our order. Once again, I am writing the same thing. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, then 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and 24. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What this algorithm does, actually, initially it start calculating up to, actually it is run for 0 to 12. Okay, I had written up to 12 and let me write up to 14 because it is written there. So 13 is 26 and 28 for 14. Okay, so now it will search. It will search in both the direction. Fine. And it will divide the thing. It will divide the thing into two arrays. Okay, it will divide the things into two arrays and then it will search in this direction or this direction depending on the availability. So this is our elements written 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 up to 28. Now what is written here? What is written here? Middle equals to low plus high. So current value of low is what? Current value of low is 0. 0 plus high is current value of high is 14. We have sent from this particular location. Okay, so in this binary search we have sent array, then we have searched the key as 24 and low is 0 and high is 15. So on the basis of this, divided by 2 will give you 7. Okay, now this is our 7. So the loop will run for 0 to 7. So what are the elements we have? 0 to 7? 0 to 7. It is running for 0 to 7. Now, if search key is middle, if search key initially it will search for this middle. This is our middle value. So if search key is that it is available at this middle, then it will print that value. Otherwise, it will increment this value. Okay. Otherwise, increment this value or decrement this value depending on whether the search key is less than or whether the search key is greater than. If search key is 24, whether 24 is less than this is our middle now. So B7 is how much? B7 is 14. So whether 24 is less than 14? No. So it will increment in this value. So the incremented value is 8. Now 8 to 14 will be searched. Okay, so in the next row, low is our 8 and still high is our 14. Okay, there is no change in high. We have, if the search key is low, then we make this as high, otherwise this is low. Just try to uh, concentrate on this point. So now low is this and high is this. Again, what we are doing, middle. Middle equals to how much? 8 plus 14, it is 11. Okay, so now 11 will be searched. So what we need to search? B11. What is the value of B11? It is 22. Whether this B11 is equals to search key, is it equals to search key? 24 equals to 22? No. Now what it will going to search? Whether the search key, yani 24 is less than 22? No. 24 is greater than 22? Yes. Then what happened? Low equals to, what is the current value of middle? 11. 11 plus 1. Okay. So now this will become 12. Now this low is 12. Again, this is going to this step. So middle equals to how much? Middle equals to this 12 plus, what is the value of high? Value of high is still the same value and that is 14. So 12 plus 14 divided by 6. So that is 6 plus 7, 13. Okay. Now it will search whether this search key is how 24. 24 equals to B13 or not? So because B13 is 26, so no. Now it is searching for next thing. Search key equals to middle is not working. Now it is searching. So now you can see that 24 is less than 26. Okay. So now what it will do, high equals to middle minus 1. So high equals to middle minus 1 is, middle is how much? Middle is your 13. Okay. 13 minus 1 will give you 12. Now this is our high, next high. Okay. And again it is going to this step. So what is the current value of low? Low is 12 and high is also 12. So 12 plus 12 divided by 2 will give you 12. Now go to the next step. So here you can see that 24 equals to B12, and then it will give you 24, and this will be the true condition, and it is written 12th location. Got it or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is according to program, and tomorrow I will show you according to elements. Okay, why? Because here how the program is running, here also I am showing according to program actually. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12 for these many elements. So how many elements are there? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is our low. Low equals to 0 and high equals to 8. Fine. So what is the value of middle? So middle equals to low plus high. Low is 0. 0 plus 8 equals to, divided by 2 equals to 4. Now it is checking. Suppose I am going to search the element as 4. Okay, it is going to search 4. So here what will happen? This will going to search whether this 4 is 8 or not. If search key equals to middle or not. If it is middle, then it will return. Otherwise, what happens? Search key is less than middle. This search key 4 is less than middle. Yes. Now this will become high. This value will become high. Okay. And this is still low. So now we are moving in between these two. So what is new middle? Middle is 4 plus 0 divided by 2. This is 2. Now it is searching for that middle. So here you can see that B middle is now your answer. So this will be your answer. So this is known as binary search, because each time you are dividing this array into two parts, and number of search elements are required very less. So that is the beauty of binary search algorithm. Let me show you diagrammatically if it is possible. Binary search. No. Yes. This is good diagram. Copy image. So this is one diagram where you can see how it is operated. So here, actually we are searching for 6. So this is the way, but here the calculation of middle and low is not given. Okay, but you need to check how it is work. And this algorithm is very important algorithm. Each and every time it is asked that what will be the complexity of an algorithm. So the complexity of this algorithm is log base to n. Okay, so where n is the number of elements. Fine. So this is all about binary search also. And if you are not able to understand, just try to ask me. Fine. So with this, we finish today's session on searching algorithm. So we have covered this thing, binary search for sorted array, and compares middle element with key. If equal match found, if key is less than middle, looks in first half of array, and if key is greater than middle, then looks in last half. Okay, and if it is equals to middle, then match found, and this will repeat very fast. At most n step where 2 to the power n. Actually this is something wrong written, where 2 to the power n number of elements are there. For 30 elements, actually for 30 elements only 5 comparison require. Fine. So this is because of binary logarithm of 30 gives you 5. So tomorrow we will see the two-dimensional array, and after that we will finish. So multiplication, we are going to check how do we perform multiplication using two-dimensional array. So thank you very much. Have a nice day. Have a nice time. Okay.
सर हेलो
Yes.
सर मेरे को आपसे कोर्सेरा के कोर्स के बारे में पूछना था. वो लास्ट टाइम मेरे को अभी थोड़ा टाइम पहले पता चला उसके बारे में. सो
Great.
तो सर मेरे को उससे ज्वाइन करना था. सर क्या प्रोसेस है सर?
एक मिनट में थैंक यू बोल देता हूँ, उसके बाद हम डिस्कस करते हैं ना. थैंक
Okay,
यू
sir.
वेरी मच.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.